On this edition of Serio Cooks, I'm going to make one of my favorite desserts. It's a combination of cheesecake and key lime pie, so it's key lime cheesecake. Now, normally you would start with a graham cracker crust, but if I run to the store to buy a package of graham crackers, I'm going to wind up in Sheriff Jerry Deming's bed and breakfast, so I don't want to do that. I'm just going to use vanilla wafers. All right, and I've measured this out, and there are my vanilla wafers. Now I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of butter, in this case ghee. Now the original recipe calls for salt and sugar in this as well, in the crust, but since my vanilla wafers already have it, I'm going to omit that. And we're going to take this for a ride. Ready, set, go. Woohoo! The result is this should come out like wet sand. Almost done. I'm going to scrape the sides with my spatula and give it one more buzz. And then I'm going to take that crust and I'm going to put it inside and press it around the bottom and sides of my springform pan that I've already sprayed, and it's ready to go. All right, and there's my crust, and just so you know, I wound up having to use the second bag of vanilla wafers to finish filling up the crust. Again, I can't run out to the store and just grab a box of graham crackers, so I had to improvise with what I have on hand. So my crust is ready. Let's get started on the filling. In my stand-up mixer, I have 4 packages of cream cheese that have already been out and softened. 1/2 cup of sour cream, 4 eggs, 1 cup of sugar. There's 2 tablespoons of key lime and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I've added my cup of sugar to the 4 packages of cream cheese, and let's mix this up. I'm going to mix this at slow speed until all the lumps are gone and all the sugar is incorporated into the cream cheese. Scrape the sides, added my 4 eggs, and let's mix that up. A couple of minutes have gone by. Now I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. I've added the sour cream, the flour, and of course the key lime juice with the vanilla extract. And we'll just let the KitchenAid mixer do the work. By the way, if you don't have one of these stand-up mixers, get one. It makes everything so much easier. You can find one right now at foodnationradio.com. They come in a variety of different colors. It's looking good. I'm going to scrape the sides of my bowl with the spatula and give it one more good mixing. Looky there. There's my filling. Next step is to put the filling inside the crust. Now, in my zeal, in my haste to get the crust made, I left out one really important step. You got to do this before you put the filling in. It's not too late, but you got to wrap the bottom of the springform pan really well with aluminum foil, and you'll see why in just a moment. Now, I'm filling my crust with the filling, and I've used my spatula to spread this around evenly inside the crust. Oh, that looks good, and it smells wonderful. And I'm sure Dr. Fauci would have a cow if he knew I did this, but I just licked the spatula after I was done. All right, let me zoom out here. Here's why we wrap the bottom of the pan with aluminum foil. I've broken out the big roasting pan that only usually gets used once or twice a year, and we're going to use it here to help finish cooking this. I put the cheesecake down in the center of the roasting pan. To my roasting pan, I have added boiling water about halfway up the sides, and you see the aluminum foil is keeping the water from getting inside the springform pan. All right, now this is going to go into an oven for 90 minutes at 325 degrees. All right, so an hour and a half later, there it is, and the instructions call for me to jiggle my cheesecake to see if the center jiggles a little bit. Let me see if I can do that. And yes, the center did jiggle just a little bit. That means that it's done. I'm going to turn the oven off. I'm going to prop the oven door open and just leave it sitting here to cool in the oven for about an hour. All right, the whole thing is now cooled down. I've taken the cheesecake out of the oven, and I'm going to take the cheesecake, the springform pan, out of this roasting pan and get rid of the aluminum foil. And then put it in the refrigerator either for about 5-6 hours, or better yet, just leave it overnight.
I couldn't wait to dig in. It's been sitting there all night. So you pop off the springform side, okay? Gently lift it off after you take the aluminum foil off from underneath. Now I started to slice it. I'm gonna show you what the slice looks like. I'm going to be honest, it's a little hard to get that first slice out of there. Just take your time with it. And the side might crumble a little bit on that first slice. And then you should be good to go. Slice number 1. That is so freaking good. And you can taste the key lime in it. I hope you make this. Go to youtube.com/EADoherty1. And for all the supplies you need, go to foodnationradio.com. Thanks for making this with us.